What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Finding the Fantastic. I'm your host, Colleen D. Tiberius Shoemaker, and I'm here with my friend Solitaire.
Hi, everyone.
What's up? And we're drinking wonderful, what is this, ginger juice?
Yeah, ginger fruit juice.
Solid, that's good. All right, so listen up. Solitaire and I, really was Solitaire's first idea, but we came together because we want to find the fantastic in people past all stereotypes.
All of them.
All of them.
So
we're like, why don't we come up with this cool thing where we get to know the fantastic in each person?
Yeah.
And we're not talking like small talk. We're not talking like surface level type stuff. We're not talking like race, religion, any of that stuff. Like, we're moving past all that, like your job. We want to find out what's going on, like the person, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, is that pretty much like...
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
the stuff that makes you, not
Yes.
necessarily the labels.
Exactly, because everybody is diverse and unique and different and beautiful. Everybody. You don't just belong to certain subsets of society. You are the only you that exists out there, and you are beautiful, and you should be known for who you are.
Exactly.
So, the only way that we are all going to ever learn that about a person is by conversation.
Exactly. And food.
And food! Solitaire has provided delicious Caribbean food. Flatbread
Yes.
and chicken curry, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so here's the game. Here are the rules. Rule number 1, no small talk.
Nope. No
Nope.
small talk.
No, like, I don't...
This
yeah,
is not a first date.
no,
No small talk.
It's not first date. We're flying past first date, okay?
Exactly.
We're like into, what, 3 months?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3-6 months.
3,
real
6 months conversations, right?
Exactly.
Which brings us to rule number 2. Find out something real about the other person.
Yes.
Not what your favorite food is. That's, it's important, but...
Exactly. Something that you walk away and you're like, I did not know that.
Yes.
This challenges my opinion of that person because
Yep.
I never knew that.
Exactly. And rule number 3 is ask one uncomfortable question.
Yes.
It's going to be tough, but I think we're prepared to do it.
I think so.
And I think, like, it's got to be uncomfortable.
Exactly.
So we're going to kick it off. I didn't really think of a question to ask to start to kick it off. But I'm going to rip and eat some food. So,
Yes,
do you have one?
So I want to do something from the 30-day music challenge.
Okay.
Because I felt like that was just like so good.
Do it.
What is one song that you think everybody should be listening to right now?
Oh, man. One song I think everybody should be listening to right now. That's tough because I love music.
Okay.
Like, all music.
Exactly.
Don't chew and talk, Colleen. But a lot of people would look at me and stereotype me to listen to one type of song genre, and I think a lot of people stereotype that.
Yeah.
For me, I could do classical music, I could do hip hop, I could do country, I can do Americana. So right now, I think one song everybody should listen to. It's by Casey Musgraves.
Okay.
She's not country; she's like more of Americana rock.
Yeah.
And it's called Follow Your Arrow.
Okay.
And it's all about, whatever your likes are, whatever your preferences are, just follow it. And you shouldn't be shamed for liking one thing or another. So, like, if you take one sip of an alcoholic beverage, a lot of people are like, you're a drunk.
Yeah.
Or if you refuse an alcoholic beverage, a lot of people are like, well, then you're a prude. You're not drinking.
Very true.
So in the song, she's like, follow your arrow.
I like it.
All right, what's yours? And this is delicious.
Mine is actually a classical song. It is called A Little Chaos.
Ooh.
It is from the movie. There's a movie called A Little Chaos. It's with Kate Winslet, and it's awesome. And it's about when Versailles gardens were made.
Oh,
Like the gardens of Versailles.
I've
when they're
seen
designed.
this.
Yes. So
I've seen this movie.
at the end of the movie, there's a song, the classical song, they start playing. And I love it because it sounds like chaos when you have all the pieces coming in.
Yeah.
And then they like sync up.
Oh.
And then you're like, oh my gosh, this is like the coolest thing ever. And I feel like it's like a metaphor for life, to be really
Yeah.
honest. Because like when you hear a really good canon, I think like that's what it sounds like. Like you don't necessarily hear how all the pieces are going to work. And
Right.
then all of a sudden they sync up. And you're
Mm.
like, that's really beautiful and awesome. So
I'm going to go look that up.
yes,
Not right
a
now.
little chaos. It's
A Little Chaos.
awesome.
I totally watched that movie and loved it.
Oh yeah, I love that movie.
Mm-hmm. All right, here's a question. This is kind of uncomfortable. I don't know if it's uncomfortable enough, but
Okay.
what was your opinion of me when we first met? Like, the whole opinion. Like, just lay it on me.
Okay.
I'm not going to be offended or upset.
I'm like, think about this.
Yeah. And tell me.
I
Like, seriously.
thought, no, seriously. Okay, so I thought you had like really awesome energy.
Mm-hmm.
And not like just saying that, because like I hate networking. Like,
Really?
I do.
You do a great job.
It's not about an ability. It's about, honestly, a waste of time. Like, I don't like my time to be wasted.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like sometimes when you network, it's just like fake. You know, it's like, oh, we're just gonna kind of talk, and then maybe something will come out of it, maybe it won't.
Yeah, it can be very fake.
Exactly. But I actually thought when I first met you, I was like, this is really refreshing. This is not like
that's
the
good.
regular like fake energy.
That's great, actually.
Yeah. So I like legitimately was like, I like Colleen.
Thanks for that.
Yeah.
I just spit on you. Sorry.
I don't care.
That's cool, because actually when a lot of people meet me, they say that they thought I was fake.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of people are like, oh, she must be fake. There's no way.
No.
That's cool.
I thought it was refreshing.
Well, that wasn't an uncomfortable question at all.
We tried.
I know. I tried for an uncomfortable question. I'm working on it. Let's see. What do you think? Okay.
Go for it.
How do you... So, currently, I hate to use the word climate because I hate cliches, but currently with everything's going on, there's a lot of people who disagree and are fighting and doing things. What is your way? Like, what do you think, like, in terms of, like, handling... How do you interact with someone you disagree with? How about that? Like, what's your mindset? It's not about any topic in particular, just in general.
So I think there's two places I come from. The first is going to be, and this is just the easiest way to say it, are they even in a place to understand what I'm going to say?
Oh, that's good.
You know? Because I find like, again, it goes back to what I was saying before, I hate wasting time. So I feel like I want to have a real conversation with you, and I want to just debate it, and maybe we'll agree at the end of it, maybe we won't. But are you even in a place where, one, you're going to listen to what I said, and two, you're going to understand what I'm trying to talk about?
That's a really good concept.
And if the answer to both of those questions is no, I'm not even going to bother engaging.
That
Because
is really good.
You're not going to, nothing will be accomplished in this time period.
That's actually really good.
Yeah. And I approach that for like everything. Like family conversations that are hard, friendship conversations, controversial conversations, even at work. Like, if you're not even in a place to listen to it, I'm not even going to bother going through it.
So when it's funny when you say that, because like, so for me, when it comes to, I do not like conflict.
I don't like conflict either.
I hate conflict. I'll go from 0 to 60 real quick, so I'm scared to even get into conflict because I have really bad learning disabilities, so I get riled up and passionate really easily. But for me, I don't even care if the person agrees with me. I just want them to know where I stand, and it's okay if we disagree, but your point's really valid in terms of, are they in the place to listen to it? That would be great for like family stuff. Oh my gosh.
Well, and honestly, I've come to that point, I'd say maybe in the last like 3 years or so.
Yeah.
Because before, it wasn't so much about I get riled up, but I want to explain my point. I want to get it across.
Yeah.
And I want you to understand what I'm saying. And what I found was that there were sometimes I went into a conversation, a discussion, they were never in the place to understand what I was talking about.
That's so smart.
Like, that's
so
just
adult.
the reality. Like,
It's so adult, Solitaire.
it is, but it's so real. And
But
then
it's not adult because adults don't do it.
Exactly, but then you don't get frustrated. Because
That's
I'll get
smart.
frustrated spending like 15,
so smart.
20 minutes trying to discuss this. And then I'll walk away. And also for me, I really think about things. Like, I think about like how a conversation went. I think about like how an argument went, because I don't like being in an argument.
Yeah, girl.
So I'm going to like self-analyze it, right?
Yep.
Because you feel bad. So then it's like, that's why I had to stop it. Because I was like, I'm going to beat myself up about this for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
After the fact.
That's
And
good.
they didn't even come into the conversation ready to like have an argument.
That is so smart.
Yeah.
That is so smart. So, what's something right now I'm trying to ask, I want to ask an uncomfortable question, but it's uncomfortable to find an uncomfortable question.
Is it?
What's something that really what's something that hurts you, upsets you? Like, I think we all have things that really like get to us.
Yeah.
And I'm talking
Okay.
non-stereotypical,
This is
non-topic related.
This is an uncomfortable question. So, being a bigger person.
Really?
Yes. Not from the standpoint of doing it.
Okay.
More from the standpoint of that element being taken advantage of.
Aha. Okay.
Because, and I think you'll know, you're a community leader. You know, you do have a public persona.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that, you know, if you're going to be a leader,
Mm-hmm.
you have to lead people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that means having difficult conversations, saying no
Mm-hmm.
sometimes.
Yep.
And what that also means is being the adult,
Yep.
being the bigger person, right?
Yep.
What happens when that's not reciprocated?
Oh.
And you still have to be the bigger person.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I mean?
That's bad.
Like,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I know this person is treating me bad. I know that they're not treating me with respect. I know that I can't change it.
Yeah.
But as a leader, I cannot go in there and be as petty as I might want to be. I cannot stoop to their level. I'm not going to out them.
Yeah.
Because that's also not my personality.
Yeah.
So we're just going to suck it up.
Yeah, that
Take it
that
on the
can beat
chin
you down.
and
No,
just
that
keep
beats you
going.
down. That beats
Yeah.
you down. And at what point do you take care of you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I get exactly what you're talking about.
And I'll be honest, I've not found that balance yet of where is the point of putting your foot down and saying this is no longer healthy, consequences
Yeah.
be forgotten,
Yeah.
versus no, be the bigger person, take it again.
I've been learning that the past year, and I
Yeah.
have no idea. I just take it.
You
to the
figure it
chin.
out, let me know.
You figure it out. Let me know, girl. Oh my
I'm
gosh.
telling you.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so I'll do an uncomfortable question.
Oh God.
I hope it's not too uncomfortable, but it might be.
You can refuse to if you want. I like how I put that for mine. That hurts.
So I think recently there have been a lot of difficult conversations,
Mm-hmm.
or even just people kind of feeling the need to say like, I didn't know, or I think there's been a lot of social awareness,
Yeah.
not just recently, but I'd say the last few years.
Yeah.
About just, we're not understanding other people have come from that opinion or that standpoint.
Yeah.
Have you had any moments like that recently where you've been like, you know what, I really didn't think that was something, or I looked at somebody and I did judge,
Oh yeah.
and not necessarily again like the regular ones, but just like I did have an opinion and I did judge.
Oh yeah. 100%. 100%. We don't want to get we don't get political here and all
No.
that stuff.
Not about that.
I do it more than I'd like to, and I would
Okay.
like to think I'm a very non-judgmental, loving person, and I do. I love people ultimately. However, because we are born and bred to fall into this stereotype thing, no matter what it is, I have gotten caught up into it. And it wasn't until something happened to me or someone talked to me that I realized, oh my God, Colleen D. Tiberi Shoemaker. Like,
Really?
stop and realize for a second there is so much more to this beautiful, tough world than what you just see kind of what's in front of you. And it's good. Those moments are good. I think like if you truly want to be a better person, and I really do try to be a better person, I'm not at all, I would never say I'm a good person. I would say I strive to be a good person. But if I could just find a way to sit back and not fight anything. Like, I think for me, in order to move past any mistakes that I could make or judgments I could make on someone, I really have to learn to love the person.
Okay.
I have to learn to love them so that I can listen to them first. And then just understand that's what's happening to them. And if I choose to love them, then what matters to them matters. And it's real.
Yeah.
And I should take care of it. And instead of going with my own opinions, I'm putting my own opinions aside and I'm loving the person for the person. Because we're all human at the end.
Yeah.
So that was like, oh yeah, I've had that more times than I would like to think. And I appreciate when my friends come to me and tell me that stuff.
Yeah.
Because it is uncomfortable.
It is.
But once you realize it and you kind of free yourself, and I think everybody today is being selfish. I'm just going to say it.
Yeah.
They're being selfish in every topic you can think of. Solitaire, I'm not allowed to ask her favorite color, but solitaire is a favorite color. I have a favorite color.
Yeah.
Just because we have different favorite colors doesn't mean Like,
No.
if I love Solitaire, then I'm gonna love her and her favorite color for all that it is.
Exactly.
And I just put your own stuff aside. If you really want to love people, put it aside. I don't know. That I could go on a rant about that.
Well, no, I love the fact that you said choose to love someone.
Choose.
Because I think that that's also an element that we forget in society, period.
Oh yeah.
Like, it is a choice to say, I'm going to love this person. Because it also means, like, I'm going to meet them where they're at.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to try and change them. I'm not going to try and force them into thinking the same way I do about things.
Right.
And sometimes you might. You might think the same way, and sometimes you might not. But if you're saying you love someone, then it should mean you accept who they are.
Correct. And, you know, it's, I like how you said choose to love, because a lot of people think love is just feeling. People think you're supposed to love your family and stuff. Love is a choice and an action. It's the most overstated word and underacted upon word, I think, in the entire human language. And if you really choose to love someone, you will look past anything you find wrong or indifferent.
Yeah.
How many of us do that for our family on a daily?
Oh my gosh, all the time.
And if you apply that same thing to somebody else,
Exactly.
forgiveness and love, in my opinion, do those two things. And sometimes it means you have to forgive yourself
Yeah.
so that you can love a person. I don't know. Like I said, I could
I
go
think a
into
lot
that.
of times, yeah.
Yeah. But that was a great, uncomfortable question, Solitaire.
I think this has been a great conversation.
And I was trying. It's been a great conversation. This is how you get to know people.
Exactly. This is real.
And if you would like to be on the next episode of this, by the way, we haven't come up with a name yet.
No.
Because Solitaire and I are alike. We just go for it. She had the idea last week. We went for it. It was great. No, it was 2 weeks ago. Whatever. We went for it. If you want to be on this, shoot us a message. Her or me, just DM us, and we'll make it happen. Food, drinks, camera.
Exactly.
All right, so here's a question.
All right.
So we got the one uncomfortable question.
Yes.
We haven't done any small talk yet.
We've not. We've done a really good job.
Yeah. Here's a real one.
Okay.
What is one thing people stereotype you as and you're not? And the second follow-up question is, what's one thing that is 100% not following your stereotype? So it's kind of like the same question,
Okay.
only
Okay.
not.
So, one thing that people stereotype me as, and I am not, is high maintenance. And I think it's because I am, I do like to do things well. I do like to achieve, but that's just because that's what I put on myself. Like, if you're going to do it right.
Oh, yeah.
A friend of mine said the best thing the other day. She says, never study for a C. And I was like, that is like my life's,
Never
like,
study for
never
a C.
study for a C. If you're going to get a C, just do it. Don't waste your time studying. If you're going to study, get the A.
See, I would study for a C.
I wouldn't.
Oh
I
my
would
God.
just do it.
Good for you.
But that's the point. So a lot of people assume, therefore, I am high maintenance. I'm not. I'm like ridiculously
You're right,
chill.
because I would. I'm just being honest. Like,
Yeah.
if you were to tell me, like, if I were to view you as someone going after an A, I'd be like, oh, she's probably high maintenance.
Yeah, no. No, I'm like
Wow.
ridiculously chill. My favorite things to do, like, in the world are some of the most, like, relaxing, chilling things in the world. Like this.
This is good.
Like, my husband, when we were dating one time, got me, like, some shrimp for a present.
That's good.
And this was, like, the best
good.
present in the world.
That's good.
Reason being, he knows I love shrimp.
Yeah.
Like, deep in my soul. Like, I love seafood. 2, he's violently allergic to it. Like, death by shrimp. So to, like, bring me a pound of shrimp from, like, Giant, like, just steamed shrimp, I was like, that is, like, love. That's, like,
That is love.
real love to me.
Love is loving the person the way they need to be loved, not the
Exactly.
way you think they need to be loved.
And that's, like, me. I'm not high maintenance. I'm, like, ridiculously, like,
That's
chill.
cool.
Now, one thing I will say that is against my stereotype would be,
So we can bring up actual stereotype things.
trying to think.
For
Okay.
the sake of conversation.
I know. I like to try anything, at least once. Like,
Okay.
I am very much a let's try it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you want to try a new restaurant? Let's try it.
Yeah.
You want to go hiking? Let's try it.
Yeah.
I might not do it again,
Uh-huh.
but I'll at least go for it.
Okay.
Like, I mean, like, I do things just for the sake of being able to say I did it.
I like it.
Like, I started driving stick because why not?
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So, like, yeah. So I'd say that's it. So
Okay.
that would be my offset. I'm dying to hear the exact same thing for you
Exact
now.
same thing for me?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm very much a tomboy, right? I give that vibe off and whatnot, and that's fine. I do. That's how I like to dress and look and be. Play a lot of sports, so a lot of people think I'm a registered badass, and I am. This registered badass just so happens to love gardening and flowers and vegetable gardening, and sometimes I get scared when I catch a fish and I use a paper towel to hold it because it's like, yeah, you know.
That's pretty awesome. I would not guess that.
Yeah, one of the things that like calms me and chills me is to go to my garden and plant flowers, and I
like it.
Love gardening.
I love it.
Yeah. What was the other question? I asked it, so I should know.
Something that you go against the stereotype.
I go against the stereotype. Let's see. Against the stereotype. That's tough.
Yeah, because yours is kind of like both.
Mine's kind of both because the gardening part is like
not tomboyish.
Yeah, not tomboyish at all. Let's see. I don't know. People stereotype me as I'm always happy. Okay. I think.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that.
You do have a lot of,
you know what I mean?
Happy energy.
But I can just as easily as I'm like 100% happy, I can be 100% super sad and depressed.
Okay.
Like 100%. I don't know if that's a stereotype or just kind of who I am.
I feel like that's kind of like the first one. You kind of switch them.
Oh, you know what? Here's a stereotype. People think I'm very confident.
Okay.
And that comes off as a stereotype that I don't care and whatnot. I am very sensitive.
Okay.
I'm very sensitive.
Okay.
About stuff.
I could see. I like that because I think that's something like a lot of people aren't willing to admit that.
I'm very sensitive. Especially like when it comes to like my learning disabilities, and that's kind of like a given in terms of you have learning disabilities, you're sensitive. But even sometimes the way I look, like I'm heavy set, you know, and sometimes I get a little, you know, sensitive when I'm around people who are shorter and smaller, and it's hard. Now I chin up and I pip and go on and continue, but I am definitely sensitive. I'm confident, but I'm sensitive.
I like that. That's really real because I think like again, people underestimate how much like confident people still can get their feelings hurt.
Yes. I may be fearless in terms of social media and posting stuff online.
Yeah.
But some things, like, I'll tell you one thing that's another hard thing for me is like I'll post stuff on social media, and this is one of those split decisions. I'll post stuff on social media, and the way I dress and look, I will get a lot of hate mail saying, "Are you a boy or a girl? Oh my God, you don't know what kind of gender you are. This and that." Oh, I will get littered with so much stuff like that. And it bothers me. It does. Yeah. I'm not going to change who I am.
Yeah.
I learned that. I mean, I tried to for a little while. I did. There was a time frame where I wore skirts and stuff.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I get sensitive to that. But I mean, I push past it. But yeah, there you go.
I can say that because, like, I get, I'm sensitive about how I'm expected to dress.
Ah, yep.
And I feel like that like, bugs me. Because, like, even something as simple as, like, I wear my hair curly now. Mm-hmm. And I did that because my hair likes being curly.
It looks good curly.
It's the healthiest it is when it's curly.
I like it.
But for, like, a long time, like, I wasn't considered professional. It's not considered the way you should dress. And, I mean, I work in, like, the government contracting sphere. So it's supposed to be, like, the suits and the, you know, two-piece suits and stuff. And so, like, I'd say same thing. Like, last maybe, like, 4 years, I was like, you know what? I'm not wearing that suit. That's not me.
Good for you.
Like, I'll still be very professional and I'll still dress up. I'm not the two-piece black suit girl.
Yeah.
Like, no.
And I'm not the skirt heel girl.
No. Like, I literally have a page, like, on Pinterest called Color for the Colorful Girl.
Yes!
I feel like, why would I buy black shoes when there are purple suede pumps?
Yeah.
Like, why would I do that?
I love it.
Like, no.
I love it.
I will always pick the impractical, only will match one outfit color.
And that's breaking the stereotype, and it's a hard stereotype to break. You're in a business, government contracting business setting where the unwritten rule is to wear the two-piece black pumps.
Exactly.
But that's not who you are. So you know what? You're saying I am solitaire and I'm beautiful and unique and diverse, and I am going to break the stereotype and do this thing.
Exactly.
I love that. I do. It's hard for me sometimes. I like to wear ties. I love to wear ties. I just do. And I'll get stereotyped all the time, and I'll get comments. I've had people walk up to me and make comments.
Really?
Oh, yeah. But you know what? It's okay. Because I'm a beautiful, unique Colleen, and I'm breaking the stereotype.
I think so.
So, all right. So, We went longer than we wanted to. I'm gonna ask one more question. What is one? Okay, wait. First, we did no small talk.
No small talk.
We learned something real about each other.
Yes.
I think that last
Some
convo
really
was
real stuff.
And we asked uncomfortable questions.
Yep.
So that's done. So the final question is, what is something deep about and beautiful and diverse about Solitaire that the people who are going to watch this, our network, our friends, maybe strangers, who are going to watch this, who you just like them to know about you, that it's just so uniquely you, it makes you smile to even say it?
Okay. I am relentlessly optimistic.
Cool.
Like, to the point where I am sure some people probably think I'm naive. Like, it's almost a character flaw, to be completely honest, because I assume the best. I do.
Cool.
I really do assume the best, even when I know I probably shouldn't.
Cool.
But I also think, like, maybe I'm just playing three-dimensional chess, and other people are playing checkers. And if everyone else would have just done what I said we could have done, we could have had this bright, sunny, optimistic world.
I love it.
So I would say I am relentlessly optimistic to the point of possibly naivety, but I'm not.
But you're not.
But I'm not.
You're not. You're in the know.
I'm
got
in the
it.
know.
You got it.
I just need to get more people to also be in the know.
I love it.
Because then we could, like, really do some awesome things. If
And
they
that-
would all just see what I'm saying.
Isn't that beautiful? It's kind of like somebody trying to pull you down and drown you in the ocean, and you just constantly, you know you're being drowned.
Oh,
But
completely.
you are constantly swimming up towards shore, because you're never going to forget that there's sunshine on the other side. And if
That's
you get a few
exactly
more
it.
people to swim up with you, it's like Nemo. It's like at the end of Nemo. I mean, they're swimming down, but you need people to swim up.
Exactly it. That's exactly it.
Cool.
Fully aware that you are drowning, but it doesn't mean I'm going to stop kicking.
Nah.
I'm going to keep swimming.
Yeah, you keep swimming.
Exactly.
I'll swim with you.
See?
I'll swim with you.
That's so deep, because not everyone gets that. That's like the exact right analogy.
I'll swim with you. Cool.
All right, so what's one for you? Like,
Something intense that I want people to know.
yes.
That makes me smile. That makes me smile. Oh my gosh. I asked this question. You would think I would have an answer if I asked the question.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm dying to hear this.
But I'm doing a better job of like asking questions, eager to know your answer. I'm trying to like
Exactly.
practice that.
By the way, these are like really good questions.
They're just coming up off the fly
No,
here.
these are like really good, deep questions. I'm loving everything about this.
Sometimes, all right, this is a cool, different, unique one.
Okay.
But this is one that our people who know me and will be around me at times can notice. There are moments in my life that I call defining perfect moments.
Okay.
And it's this odd, wonderful time in which it all just works out well. The weather's just right.
Mm-hmm.
The right people are around you.
Oh, completely.
The best music's being played. The food is good.
Yeah.
And if you ever are around me and you catch me just staring and smiling at everyone, it's because it's a defining perfect moment. And one of my goals in life is to constantly fight for that. So it's similar to yours.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the world is perfect when it happens. In fact, the world has to be in some sort of chaos for a defining perfect moment to happen.
Tension is necessary.
But what it does is so beautiful, and it actually, in my opinion, it just breathes hope. It's like a whisper of hope to just keep fighting harder,
Yeah.
you know? So kind of rings with yours.
Yeah, no, there's this thing we studied in psychology that talks about episodic memory.
She's bringing out the big lingo. That's
Yes.
that I study for an A level right there.
That's right. And the thing about episodic memory that I love is that there is exactly that. It's that moment in memory that whenever you get that trigger, you hear the same song that played when that was happening. Maybe you smell the food that you were smelling in that moment, or something happens that just clicks. It rushes all of that memory back to you because you just remember like that moment.
I love it.
And I think it's so awesome to like stop and like breathe in those moments.
Yeah, nobody
Because
fights
they're
for that.
No.
They expect it to be thrusted upon them, and they expect everything in the world to be perfect. All right, no big deal. The memory card got full. We had to put a new one in. Like I said, we're just doing the thing. Anyways, we've only got like a minute left. We hope you liked what you have seen and heard.
Yeah.
Solitaire and I are desperately fighting to find people's fantastic, not even to find, but show people
Yes.
how fantastic they are, and that hope is not lost. There are beautiful, diverse people in this world. And just don't give up. Keep swimming with me and Solitaire towards the light. We're not naive. We get it. We got it. It's tough, but we want to make hope and love happen.
That's exactly
so,
it.
You want to say anything to close out?
I would just say, take a moment if you can, even if you're not comfortable with like being in this environment, do exactly what we did. Sit down, have some really good food, and just share a meal with someone and just talk to them. Because I feel like there's something so beautiful about just this. Eating food, talking about your life, talking about your experiences, and just learning something.
Yeah, and no stereotypes. So
No stereotypes.
No special dinner party, no rules.
Nope.
Chill, outside, inside, wherever. So
Keep the rules.
Keep the rules. No small talk.
Nope.
Find out one real thing and ask one uncomfortable
Comfortable
question. And do this with a heart of wanting to learn. So if you want to be on the next episode, DM me or Solitaire. We'll make it happen. We got to go. See you later.
See you later.